What? That's so weird. Why do we just get these now for free? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Blueprints on day 18. Yesterday, we went to school, so to speak. We learned about colors. And today I still want to get to the antechamber and the greenhouse and do the broken lever, as I say every morning now. And we will probably get distracted very quickly again, but we'll see. Okay, I think today we're gonna go with the hovel. Have we ever even drafted that one? I don't think we did. That counts as a bedroom, by the way. That's purple, that's a bedroom. We've never even been in here. Oh. 45 rooms. 2 wings. 2 wings. 9 ranks. Antechamber sealed. 2 starting rooms. 45. 292. Coincidence. Where is room 46? The 5th of July. Tested my full house theory. No luck. And then someone else wrote, as expected. This could be Herbert. This could be our dad. So this is person A and this is person B, and person B probably holds person A to a very low standard. They're like, oh, of course you didn't figure it out, you're stupid. Coincidence. Interesting. Okay, so someone slept here while exploring the place. Basically the same as we do. But this was 3 years ago. Who would be here 3 years ago? If we are... Wait, what's our age? We were born in 79, so we were 11 years old when this happened. Oh! What? That's so weird. Why do we just get these now for free? That's a lift. That's a lift. Looks like the lift in The Witness almost. Let's go, people. Let's go. So the flames were in the old classroom. I don't forget what it was called. In the hovel, in the gem mine. And I forgot where the last flame was. Ah, the orchard. Oh, beer traps. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. Half passive-aggressive. However, I regret to inform you that your service as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estates are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best of your future endeavors. Annie Babbage. So Annie Babbage terminated Mr. Ravain, who seems to have been trying to figure out the house, because he might have had a side interest here, which means he didn't have time to actually look after the grounds. And then this was discovered by Sinclair maybe, or maybe by Babbage, who then terminated him. But he probably was onto something with the 45292, or he was so stupid that that was just a random observation with no meaning. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he was stupid. He must just... Either this is actually something relevant, or he had absolutely no clue and wrote down random stuff, just like I'm doing in this journal, which is by now 63 pages long. Can you imagine? Have you ever made a 63-page document for a game? I have not. The last time I did that was for my studies final work, for which I designed a small programming language and implemented a little compiler for it, which worked. It was a cross-compiler which compiled down to C, in case someone of you is familiar with what that means. But it wasn't very useful. Like, I had a lot of ideas, but in the end, you know, I then discovered the Rust programming language, which did a lot of things right. And currently I'm using the J programming language to learn more about programming and making games. Anyways, this is very exciting here. This probably gets us down to the fountain area, I would expect. Like fountain, the lake area, the reservoir. Okay, I was about to say, it goes down very deep, but it actually stopped. Ooh, I like the low sounds here. Oh. Assay 502 scripts and Rudeford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 3, 1915. So that was 78 years ago. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected... Thomas, is that our dad? No, that might have been our granddad. The arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face last week. When our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels, packed tight with soil, rock and debris. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Oh, that's it, okay. Yeah, see, I wanted to do greenhouse antechamber stuff, but apparently we're not doing that today. The game has different plans, but we're used to that, so... Well, we might need a light at some point. This makes me believe we might need a light. The precipice here. I don't know. Precipice? Precipice? Definitely getting closer to that area. Yeah, we might need a light. Is that a chessboard? That is a chessboard. Yeah, boy. Yeah, okay. Oh, I like the animation. I like it. Okay. We need to put every member... We need to put every member to where their proper place is. We know the queen was on D8. So I would expect her to be somewhere on the 8th rank. But what's D? Is it A, B, C, D? So that's Sinclair. He's in the office. Usually the king is next to the queen, but we know that Lady Epson probably had an interest in our death, so maybe we want to put him somewhere else to symbolize distance, because their relationship maybe wasn't the greatest, although they married afterwards, which probably strengthened their relationship. I really don't know. Let's look at it quickly again. Oh, we can even put something in the antechamber, okay. D8. Okay. There is water here. We're definitely around the reservoir area. Very cool, I like it. It looks very cool. We have the king is in the office, the knight in the observatory and security. But the problem is that these rooms can be drafted anywhere. I guess it makes sense that the knight is in those, because the knight is the one that watches out. So in the observatory you watch for the stars, in the security you watch for intruders. That's probably what the knight does. The king sits in his office and makes the decisions. The pawn could be the maidens. We know that they are on the east. One of the maidens' chambers on the east side. The tower. So the vault needs to be protected, right? And you can probably lock the tower so no one comes in. Who's that? Conservatory. Nook. So that's someone who locks the place. The gatekeeper. The maker of keys. The bishop is the one who takes care. Like, so the attic contains a lot of rubbish, right? And the rumpus is just the room where you put all the toys, no? So the bishop could be someone that... No, not the groundskeeper. I don't know. We have each piece only once. I would expect... Maybe he's in the antechamber. The tower... Oh, no. This is the locked... This is the most secure place on the map. So this could be the tower. Then we know the maidens are on the east side somewhere. The king is in the office, but where is the office? The knight keeps people out. No. I don't know. The bishop. We know that the conservatory can be placed in corners. And the king is next to the queen. I don't think so. It was next to the boat somewhere, maybe here. I don't know. I don't think... Oh. The night watches over. I don't know. I don't know where the night goes. I would say this maybe here. And the night watches the entrance. I don't know. The office, I feel like we often get it like around here somewhere. I don't know. That's kind of my current state of my knowledge. Okay, I can probably open this from the other side. Oh, that looks cool. I like the details there. Is that probably just a picture, I'm assuming? Someone just drew a picture and they slapped it like a 2D picture plane, even though it looks pretty 3D. Maybe it has some sort of parallax. No, not even maybe. So parallax is when the things that are closer to you, as you move the camera, the close things move faster, right? So I thought maybe there is a parallax there at the back, so we could see whether that's actually just one picture, the whole plane here. It looks like one picture. Not sure. Foreman's copy, do not remove from sight. Realm, sigils of the past. By Professor R. Willard, Fen Aries. Robert Burden Sons. So that was 10 years, that was printed 10 years before they wrote their log. Introduction. Years of First Era found either of natural, from the creations of, accustomed to record various signs with the aid of. They did this in order that of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new traditions. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings and older documents. This reminds me of the torch chamber, where we need to get to with the burning glass to light all the torches. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines? How is the image of a leafless burning tree? Is that this little... No. Seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meanings. Okay, we will look at the round table again. The sigil. To understand the realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things. The border, the moats, which are these thingies, the dividing lines, the core. The core. So these are the 3 realms. So there should be 3 sigils, is that correct maybe? Oh no, there's more. But these are the Archaries, the Fenaries, and the Eragis or something? Orindia. Not sure. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different from each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several examples of well-known kingdoms. Okay, we can probably figure most of these out except this con thing. The rays. North from the core will come, forth from the core will come dividing lines, splitting the sigil from one sigil to another. The differ in number, style. The rays differ in number, style, and the difference in these immediately reveals several things about this realm. Counting the rays of the sigil will reveal transportation, where they on ships or have implored expanse of... Okay, this immediately reminds us of the globes, because the globes also have travel routes on them. Ship routes, which is literally what I said in the last episode. Rays of these, the direction... Carriages here look like a map through rails. In other 4 rays, however, configured galloping. So some of them are ship routes, some of them are train routes, some of them are horse routes, locomotion. Rays here are used in 4 realms that rely track-based travel. Okay, there's different types of lines probably. Best page here. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun, I can barely read it, cause these otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lighting shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines. Rays buckling under the high winds. We know that one of the realms is the stormy one. Probably uses those. 3 modes. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the modes used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, looks like a bean or something. Harvest and farming based society. Martial, that looks like the opposite of the mountain people. Military, in generations spanning arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with dense urban and populous center. Academic, a center for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities and libraries. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention and production. Spiritual, an elevated reference for nature, animals and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music and language. Okay, so I definitely would live in an academic, industrial and poetic place. I'm not really into agriculture, tribe, spirituality, metropolitan or martial. No, I'm definitely the academic poet who wants to live in an industrial place to be able to engineer something. Border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. Oh, interesting. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. So if they say there is 8 different borders, why are there 9, including white? Ah, white is here as well. Okay, now there's only 8. White, orange, green, yellow, violet, pink, black, red. Red banners, martial fog. Okay, so martial fog. So usually in games we have something called the fog of war, which means you have a map and you can't see past the area you've already explored. So martial fog could be something similar to that. So it hides what's beyond the known geographical map. Putting it all together, by studying the rays, the modes, and the border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Interesting. Let's quickly look at the... Do we have pictures of the torch? Oh, of course I didn't take a picture again. So that was in the Tomb Raider episode. Okay. That is one, no? That really looks like one of those sigils, I feel like. So that's Orindia. The border... We have to make this bigger. What is this again? This is Metropolitan, I think. Metropolitan. And these... I don't remember. They're straight. And they have like little perpendicular lines on them. Orindia, straight lines. Metropolitan. Yeah, that's Orindia. Well... Oh, we're missing all the other lines here. Okay. Yeah, Metropolitan. It has no border though. That literally has no border. Huh? So that's no color? Or is it that? Red. Oh, it could be red. Nah. It's not what it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, this is exactly how the Orindia one looks like with these patterns, but I don't know what that means. I like the way the pages layer on top of each other. And then shadows are cast as you move on. That's pretty cool. That's a nice detail. Okay. My Word is definitely breaking. Maybe my Word document is getting too long. Wouldn't be surprising for Microsoft to not be able to handle a 100-page document full with pictures. Okay, I think that's everything here. And that's the end here as well. Okay, we definitely want to come back once we figure out more about the chess pieces. Now we know what we want to do with it, which is place them on this board, which is basically the layout of the house. So we need to exactly figure out... Wait. No, we know that she's on the eastmost side. No idea where he is. But she's on the eastmost side and then she died, right? So D must be here. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E. I don't know what D means. D8. Why was she on D8? Okay, so that's what the lift is for. Does the lift have 4 stations? It almost looks like the lift has 4. Oh no. Oh, this is the Orindia symbol. Now we know that. That's well made. Oh, here's the Orindia symbol as well. So you go down, you learn about the symbols, and if you come back, most people probably realize that these shapes now symbolize the realm. Pretty cool. Those almost look like arrows pointing into the middle. Okay, so I guess we should go down there again if we have a clue about the chess. Okay, that means the plan remains the same. Greenhouse, broken lever, antechamber from either west or south side. The bedroom was also pretty good in the beginning. Maybe we'll go for that. So we can save a couple steps. Who lives here? Pawn. I did write down that the pawn bedroom, yeah. So I think these pieces represent who is associated with this room. Oh. There was never anything on here, or at least I didn't see it. And then we need to know where that person's chamber is. And that's probably where we put the piece on the chessboard. Ah, yeah. Okay, so we do want to get a lot of steps today, because we're going to spend a lot of steps. So let's go for Nook. We want keys, as many keys as we can. Here we want to go to the right. So we are going to choose the parlor. We could try the conservatory. If we could have gotten the chapel to get this observatory, but yeah. The box next to this box contains gems. A box next to this box is true. So if this is true, then this will contain gems. Or if this is true, the box next to this box is true. The box next to this box is false. Let me make this false. Okay, wait. Let's start here. The box next to this box is false. So if that would make this one false, so if this is true, then this would be false, which means this one had to be false, which means it's either in here or in here. Okay, if this is true, no, if this is false, then this has to be true. And the one that is true couldn't be that one. It would have to be that one. And this one says that this one contains the gems. If this is false, then this has to be true. And this has to be true. So it's in the white one. Ugh. So far, we have not failed a single one of these parlor games, which I'm a little bit proud of. There's still nothing in here. Ah. Okay, straight right. Billiard room is good. I would say we're going for billiard room for keys. Uh, 8 divided by 4 is 2. 7 minus 3 is 4. Times 5 is 20. Divided by 2 is 10. 20 plus 3 is 23. Minus 3 is 20 divided. Multiplied by 3 is 60. Divided by 6 is 10. Okay, nice. Here, left would be good. Yeah, left. Maybe I'll go with the hallway. So spare room, I don't really want to reach into the right side yet. I don't want to spend steps. Although... oh, let's go hallway and then to the left. And then... well, we'll see. We'll see what we get. Here to the right. Nope, I'm not gonna spend a key. Nope, nope. We'll go one further to the right here. Or not. Okay, then we definitely don't want to draft dead ends here. So... maybe kitchen. I like the windows that they add in. It's a really nice touch. We could get a banana. Maybe not yet. Maybe when we come back later. I don't like actually, I have an aversion of leaving this room with the water running because I feel like that's such a waste, but since the default is not running water, I just want to leave it on, to be honest. Here, probably commissary? Yeah. Spare room? No, let's go commissary. But then I think... let's keep the money for now. Oh, gems. Sledgehammer, set of gems. Running shoes. Yeah, we should get a lot of gems. We don't have enough money. For once. Okay, here to the left would be good. Or we get the dem, and then maybe we'll get a conservatory here. Yeah, let's do that. You have a lot of gems, which is great. A bunch of keys, which is also good. Steps are going to be the main issue here. Maybe we'll go for the nursery. Or should we go for the guest bedroom? I feel like the nursery would be better because if we draft the boudoir, we get 5 steps, and if we draft the guest bedroom, yeah, let's go for the nursery, I think. Costs us 3 steps. I think I have to try with the nursery. You want to get the nursery ideally before you draft any bedrooms. Oh, that gave us 5 already. Oh, so... aha. So that even counts for itself. That's good. We looked at that. So the... Oh, that's the kitchen. We can hear the kitchen here. That's funny. Okay, the nursery is a pawn. Because it's a bedroom. Who takes care of the bedrooms? The guests? Is a pawn a guest? No, pawn is a maid, no? We have seahorses here. Okay, I think that's it in here. Then we'll continue on straight. Greenhouse is the goal here. Okay. Thinking about getting the greenhouse later, to be honest. The corridor we also want to get later. Veranda, greater chance of finding items in green. We have not found any green rooms. So getting that now would actually be pretty good. Let's try. Oh, okay. That's good. I don't think we can ever get any steps out of these dig holes, no? Okay, so now I'm inclined to go back through entrance hall and push on from there before we get too far. We have $3. I would like to get the running shoes for 8. I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back to the kitchen, so maybe I'll get a banana. Okay, what are we getting here? We could lock us in with the guest bedroom, which would give us 15 steps. I don't like it, because if we get a dead end here, we're screwed. Let's push on with the corridor. Now I'm inclined to go for the hallway closet, because we are in a hallway. The corridor is a hallway, I think. So we get 3 items out of this. And a key, and this saves us. We get... so we can go back to the entrance hall, quickly enter this bedroom to get 5 steps. Then we'll push on, enter nursery quickly, and then go back up. Great. That should give us a bunch of steps. Let's verify. We should get 7 steps now. Yeah. Okay, good. And then since we're not coming back, I'm gonna eat the banana here now. And then we'll quickly enter here. Okay, that gave us 3 steps because it deducts 2 for entering and exiting again. Okay. A couple more items, which is good. So now we wanna get options. I would ideally like to get options. We cannot take the greenhouse now. The quarry yard is a good option, I think. Very good. Because it's also a green room. There's mostly nothing in these, to be honest. It's like pretty unnecessary. Okay. Alright. I'm inclined to get the greenhouse now because otherwise we only have 3 more options. Or we get the security. Actually, maybe we should get the security here. And then we'll try to get a breaker box. Maybe storeroom? We need steps, that's the thing, we need steps. We have a lot of keys. Let's do storeroom and get the key. Is that the coin there? That's why it's signaling us? Probably. Okay. That's a problem. I didn't see that there was a security door here. That's kind of annoying. So since we don't have the key cards, I'm gonna set the security level to low. But I'm setting the offline mode to unlocked as always. I'll always set this to unlocked, I think. We need options. Boiler room gives us options. Okay, both rooms are open, which is good. I want to turn this on quickly. Then yeah, maybe we'll leave it like that. I don't know. And we do want the greenhouse. I do want the greenhouse. That's the thing. Master bedroom! Gives you a step for each room in the house. We have one last chance of a greenhouse up here. If that's even possible. Should we go for the master bedroom? Probably. Let's go look at it. Plus 5 steps. Plus 21 steps. Crazy. There's a freaking sword here. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of stuff in here. Simon. Oh, he wrote this. Ah. Very interesting, very interesting. Looking at everything at the same time. Okay, focus. 1,213. That's the same again. One after the other. Elevator controls. Hub. The controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. This means the controls can only be accessed by another room adjacent to the foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or a flaw. Please advise. Yeah, we figured that out. Simon, I never intended to finish this letter, but by now you must know. Almost as if he was interrupted while writing it, and then he died, disappeared. Can't open any of these drawers. It's 3:45. He has the blueprints next to him. Why does he have a freaking cannon here? Is this his fortress? And are these the guns that protect him while sleeping? Like, symbolically? Weird. Is that me? That could be me, actually. Because we must be one of his favorites if he gives us his house. Who's this then? Has a medallion as well. Is wearing gloves. We have a little locomotive here. So if we are wearing a locomotive, maybe that's a hint at where we are from, based on what transportation they use there. Yeah, we'll look at it in a sec. Oh. These hats are going to be important. I really should write it down. Mora Jai box. Collector's copy. Fun for the family. Mora Jai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Mora Jai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Mora Jai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and grey tiles. Each white tile can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all four corners tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. That reminds me of the ginger flavor episode. While the fad may have ended, Mora Jai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. This is like the original depiction of a girl like 80 years ago, I feel like. Ooh. Okay, now we want whites, okay. Okay, so these buttons flip the direct... These buttons flip what is directly connected to them. Okay. Oh, another allowance. Okay, so we mostly have allowances in here. So far, at least. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of steps as well, so steps don't seem to be the problem anymore. It's an interesting sword. Looks like a star there. Also looks like you can inflict yourself with wounds based on this spiky shaft. Ah. Is that it? Okay, so the master bedroom is on rank 8. Maybe that's a hint for the puzzle piece. Definitely east. I think that's what one of the notes said, that master bedroom is east, no? Master bedroom, yeah. Okay. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Now we have to go through boiler. We know that security is locked by gates. We still have keys for here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I would like to get to the... well, basically to all the sides of the antechamber, to be honest. Maybe we'll get the drafting, or the passageway would be good as well. Now the passageway would be actually pretty useful. Let's get the passageway. And then we'll try to go down in rank, so that we can get more items right to the right. Ah, this is connected, very good. So the drawing room, I don't think the drawing room is connected to the boiler, right? No. I don't want to go weight room, we have way too many steps for that. Or we could draft it but not enter it yet. And in an emergency case, we would use it. Or we get the dark room and sacrifice the Greenhouse. I don't know if we could get the greenhouse up here, to be honest. Maybe we'll get the weight room but not enter yet. Because last time we also had the broken lever in here. Okay, here we want to get to the right. We have to go for furnace. I want to go furnace because I don't know what's going to happen if we connect the furnace to the boiler. I really want to know. Oh, here we can see which ones are connected by the boiler. Let's go furnace. If you've enjoyed the series so far, feel free to leave a like at the bottom. And if you don't want to miss any future episodes of this series, then be sure to subscribe and enable the bell. Take care.